Prime time.
To this day.
How you doing, champ?
Nights like this, I wish.
The millions watching around the world.
Prime time.
Nobody, every time I call something into question, I'm
That's
telling.
why it's very important.
Raise up, gonna be trouble. So relax and take notes.
Drop. Might have to drop a dime on it.
Man, I ain't gonna. You want to tell these nice folks why you look like a clown.
Get his fight.
He has all the attributes to fit.
You ready for the next one?
Most definitely, that's the fight that we want next.
Ready? He's definitely ready.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Come on, baby, get it together.
You guys gotta give me a better dance partner.
Now nothing mean don't get a now nothing. Now nothing. A now nothing out of there.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your man Prime Time, and you already know you on Prime Time Talk TV. And yeah, I'm back at you with another good video, and you already know the routine. Once you enter my house, wipe your feet off, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos.
Man, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, shall we? How about your boy Canelo Alvarez, man? He's back in the news, and yeah, he got a fight coming up, and like I broke this probably about, I don't know, last month sometime, that Canelo Alvarez would be facing, guess who? John Ryder. Yeah, John Ryder is his mandatory fight, and he will defend his undisputed WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO super middleweight world titles versus John Ryder on May 6th at Estadio Akron in Jalisco, Mexico. Yeah. So look, a lot of people, they out saying certain things. They don't like the John Ryder fight, and they hating on Canelo for choosing John Ryder. And there's so many other fighters in the super middleweight division that he could have chose. But look, y'all, I get it. We all want fighters to fight certain fighters that we want. We all have our own identity. We have our own fight list. We have our own fan base. We have our own boxers that we're fans of. And some people don't fit that list. And then our perception of that fighter, we feel as though, he needs to fight him. He needs to fight him, and him. But it's certain fighters, y'all, that create their own path, that write their own journey and live out their own legacy, and it don't include everybody else. If Canelo was in a place to where he needed all these other fighters, he would have had to fight them, right? But he set his life up to where he didn't need these fighters. His life had begun far before Demetrius Andrade, before David Benavidez, before all these other fighters that were calling the cash cow Canelo out. And just because you call him out don't mean you will get him. Do you know how many fighters called out Mayweather and didn't get him? A lot of fighters called out Mayweather and didn't get him. A lot of fighters called out De La Hoya and didn't get him. So it's a list of fighters that was missed in big moments. Because honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. A lot of these fighters want to call out somebody, but they don't go and build up their profile so that they can put themselves in position to demand that fight. See, a lot of fighters just want to fight whoever they fight in their list, whatever. I demand to fight Canelo. Well, Canelo ain't demanding you. Yeah, you in his weight class, yada, yada, yada. But turning down fights, I think, hurts fighters. I feel as though if you take all those fights and every time you fight, you call out that other fighter, eventually they're going to have to fight you, or they're going to just have to look back for the rest of their eternity, in history. And everybody going to say, he skipped him, he scared of him. So why not do that? Why stop. Why say, no, I'm not going to, fight no more bums. I'm not going to fight no more lower class fighters. I want the top dogs, and that's it. And I mean, hey, I get it. But, it's almost like it's a borderline between being thankful and grateful. You should be grateful that fights are coming your way, because some fighters don't get it. And you should be thankful that you're in a business to where your name is even rung, because it's so many thousands of boxers and fighters that name never get called. Never get called. They never get the opportunity. They never get the shot. Only thing they get is to be a sparring partner for somebody. They get a little $500 a day, come in there and spar and then go home. A lot of these fighters are good fighters, and they're dangerous fighters, and that's why they're not where they need to be, is because they're connected to the wrong person. It's all in who you connected to. And maybe, just maybe, if all these fighters was connected to the right person, they could have got those fights. They could have got the Canelo fight. They could have got the Mayweather fight. They could have got the whoever else fight you thinking of and dreaming of that didn't get a fight. But, look, David Benavidez's father, he did another interview and basically said that the reason why Canelo is fighting John Ryder is because his name is watered down here. He said that it's a new sheriff in town, the Mexican monster. He almost sold out Las Vegas already with the Caleb Plant fight. And Jose Benavidez Sr. said that Canelo didn't sell out Caleb Plant fight. He didn't sell out a lot of fights. So that's why he's going to Mexico to put on this fight. Because this is what Jose Benavidez Sr. said. I know I butchered his name, in the last video. Much apologies, sir. Much apologies. But, he was just saying that the reason why he's fighting John Ryder in Mexico is because he can't sell out Las Vegas. He said it's a new sheriff in town. The Mexican monster David Benavidez is almost sold out Las Vegas. And he's doing better numbers in the U.S. now than Canelo is. So he said that's why Canelo had to go back to Mexico in front of his home crowd. He said because they're not buying pay-per-views. But he said they'll buy any ticket that is sold in Mexico for a fight, because, any fight in Mexico is a mega fight, period, And this is out of the mouth of Jose Benavidez Sr. This is not the opinion of Primetime Talk TV, all right? I feel as though Mexico got some of the greatest fans in the world, and they buy pay-per-views, and they watch stadium shows as well. It's a tradition. So, I understand, Senior's perspective on that, but I gotta be honest, you know what I'm saying? That is not true. Canelo is still a big pay-per-view star now. Has his numbers went down depending on who he fights? Yes. But, for the foremost, he's still gonna sell out. He's still gonna do big numbers. He's still a big draw. He's still the man. Mayweather at the end of his career, he was doing the same thing. He stopped at 50 fights. Think about that. Canelo is at 60-something odd fights. He pushing 70 fights. So look, miss me with all the criticism and this, that, and the third. When your fighter or your son or anybody else gets up to 60 fights, I'm going to say the same thing. He can fight whoever he wants. He can fight whoever you want, and I know what you're going to say. Oh, well, he's holding up the division. He has all the belts. He needs to fight the best. Well, has the people that's asking him fought the best yet? I feel as though once, a fighter beats at least 2 or 3 of the former champions that they're trying to fights, 1, 2, 3, then they deserve that shot. Period. They fight 3 people that person done fought and beat them convincingly, they deserve a shot. No ifs, ands, or buts, or maybes. Now, will that happen? Who knows? I don't know. But that's my opinion. I don't think no fighter should duck away or shy away from any fighter. But I do feel as though every fighter should earn his fight. He should earn that championship fight. And if he haven't earned that championship fight, then he don't need no complaining. You know, that's just how it should be. And is it like that? No. You know, some fighters call out a fighter, get a fight instantly. And some fighters will call out fighters for years and never get it. But that is a true testament to how good that fighter is if he's turned down or she's turned down, especially over and over and over again. So, you know, look, y'all, I get y'all animosity for, you know, Canelo fighting this guy after he fought Bivol. He went up 175, fought a champion and lost. So y'all want to see him fight somebody else and lose again. Y'all want to see him under fire. Y'all want to see him in the ring taking shots and getting rocked. Y'all want to see him lose. Same thing with Canelo. It's going on. It's the same thing that happened with Mayweather. Think about it. Everybody was hoping for him to lose. People weren't buying tickets to see him win. People were buying tickets to see him lose. And for the foremost, now it has shifted to Canelo the same way. I think his percentage is not as bad as Mayweather. I think 85-90% of the people that bought Mayweather tickets wanted to see him lose. Now with Canelo, I say it's about 60-50, 50-50 maybe. You know, half want to see him win, half want to see him lose, or majority want to see him win and only a small portion want to see him lose, somewhere around there. But, you know, it is what it is. You have new fighters coming up. You have new divisions being born. You have new champions being sought out. And all these guys want a spot. They want someone else's spot. And Canelo just has to be in one of those spots with all the belts. Super middleweight champion of the world, undisputed. So, you know, hey, Canelo know they're going to come after him. He know they coming. Now, the build-up is all everything, you know. Can they really build up this fight to do what it needs to do? Or will this fight just be swept under the rug? Because if it don't build up the hype, it don't build up the response, then it's not going to be made. That's the same thing that's going on with the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. People are fussing and arguing over it, but the numbers don't relay what is needed to make this fight be activated. And it's going to be activated when it's ready, but if people ain't really doing what they say they doing, if they ain't really talking like they say they talking, then this fight just going to be, you know. But they said it's under works, you know. They still talking and negotiating. They have agreed on a split, they say. But it's been no announcement yet, so just put a pin on that. We'll see as we go back if there any validity to that. Because I like to report the facts. I don't like to report rumors. But I will let you know the rumors that's out there so you can be informed and, you know, be up to date. But other than that, you know, that's all I got on the Crawford versus Spence fight, the Spence versus Crawford fight, however you want to label it. And, you know, but hey, look, with Canelo, it's John Ryder. Hey, you know, and earlier I said Zach Ryder, but it's Zach Parker that John Ryder beat, another former champion, and a champion that Canelo also beat as well. So, you know, anyway. With that being said, that's all I got for you in this video. You already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop these next latest and greatest videos here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, PrimeTimeTalkTV.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out till next time.
It's prime time.